Hello, everybody, and welcome to something a little bit different today. Now, I'm sure you've seen this game making its rounds on the internet. I don't think Vaudeville needs any introduction. But if it does, this is an AI-based detective game, similar to Suck Up, but with a bit of a more serious premise, and I don't know how well it delivers on that. As you may or may not know, AI is still in its pretty early stages, so something like this, while ambitious, I don't know if the technology is quite there and ready to deliver. I have intentionally tried not to see as much of this game as I could. I don't want to know what I'm getting into, but I have seen a little bit, and I don't think this is going to be a very by-the-books investigation, if you catch my drift. So, now I did, I want to point this out because this is funny. This says progress 16%, and this is purely from when I tried to play this game last night for my friends. I don't even think I went to the morgue. No, I think I did. But I talked to the chief about my mic not working. Went to the morgue. And that is somehow 16% progress completion. Another funny thing. So let me tab out here for a second. Let's look at the first two achievements. Yeah, the first one. Stepped off the train. Welcome to Vaudeville. That's just starting the game. 95.2% of players have this achievement. Law and Order. Visit the police station. 14.2% of players have this achievement. Now, I don't want to be a dick here, but the police station is the very first area of the game. That's where you get to after pressing start. You lost exactly 81% of your player base in between the intro cinematic and after pressing start. Now, granted, there may be some conditions to that I'm not aware of, but let's not dilly-dally any longer. It's story mode time. Alright, it's the police station we're gonna have to go to, right off the bat. And now, you're gonna have to be very careful here, because this mic is always on. So if I were to disable this and just talk to you guys, that's talking in the game right now.
Well,
Gretzky can hear me.
talking in a game, eh? Is this one of those newfangled video games the youngsters are into these days?
You can stop that right there, but I made that mistake the first time, and so I gave Gretzky a very long diatribe about like my system settings and my microphone not working. So, without any further ado, let's get into it for real. Disregard that, Gretzky. I was talking to people from the future. Anyhow, I hear there have been 3 murder victims. I'd like to know what you know about this case. Son of a bitch, is it not working? You can also type right here, but it's not as funny.
Yeah, Detective Martini, welcome to Vaudeville. It pains me to admit, but we really need your help this time. We've had 3 murder cases on our hands, and it's been quite a puzzle. Thank you for coming to lend a hand.
He didn't really tell me what he knew about the case. That's right, that's me, Detective Martini with the Unreasonable Incidents Unit. I'd like to know if you know anything about the 3 murders. Any information you can give me would greatly improve my investigation.
Unreasonable Incidents Unit, huh? Fancy name for a fancy detective, I suppose. Alright, let me fill you in on what we've got so far. 3 murders, all within a week. The victims were found in different parts of town, but there's a pattern. Each one was killed with a single gunshot to the head. Clean and efficient. I'll give the killer credit for that. But beyond the cause of death, we're still trying to connect the dots. No witnesses, no apparent motive.
Okay, so this kind of runs contrary to what I've seen. For those of you who don't know, AI is prone to just making shit up. There was a case, not too... No, I don't actually know when it was, but there was a lawyer who used ChatGPT to try and, work for his case. And he just made up a case. He just, like, made some shit up and he got laughed out of the courtroom for trying to cite that. I do know you're supposed to go to the morgue, so... Ah, I see. So, is the mortician available to, give me an autopsy report? Is it possible I could go to the morgue? Oh, this is working swimmingly right now.
Yeah, the mortician, ex-Tiberia. Quite a character, that one. Always surrounded by the scent of formaldehyde and a peculiar sense of humor. Well, good news for you, detective. The autopsy report you're after. It's ready. Ex-Tiberia has finished examining the bodies and has all the gory details you'll ever want. You can find the coroner at the morgue, of course. I'll mark it on your map for you.
Thank you, Gretzky, and, while I'm out, please do try to do something about those sunken cheekbones. You were kind of disturbing me. Oh, come on, finish loading.
Oh, I see how it is, Detective Martini. Insulting an old man's appearance, are we? I may not be a spring chicken anymore, but at least I've still got my wits about me. As for those sunken cheekbones, it's a sign of wisdom, you know. But I'll try to keep them out of your view.
It's also a sign of drug addiction, sir, and I am a detective, so, you know, maybe try to keep that under wraps.
A detective with a sharp eye, I see. Well, I'll do my best to hide my supposed drug addiction from the world. Can't have the good people of Vaudeville thinking their police chief is a junkie. Now can we?
We most certainly can, and by can, I mean leave this old crack addict to his vices. Alright, to the morgue. I see dead people indeed. Ex-Tiberia. What the hell kind of name is that? Hello, Madam Ex-Tiberia. I'm Detective Martini with the Unreasonable Incidents Unit. I hear you have an autopsy report on the 3 murders that have happened in the past week.
Well, the evidence suggests that the body was moved post-mortem. It's difficult to determine the cause of death without further investigation.
What are you referring to? What body? There are 3 people. That doesn't narrow it down. That's all well and good, ma'am. Very, very much so. But may I know the names of the victims? That may actually help me narrow some things down. It's one thing I saw. It's like pulling teeth trying to get a straight answer out of these people. Oh no, I called her man. Okay, come on. Well, my internet's chugging along here a little bit, so the response
Maria Jansen,
times.
Nicola Grossman, and
There we
Haley
go.
Greenwood were the
There we
3
go.
victims of these recent crimes.
Ah, I see. Quite the troubling predicament. In any case, how did Maria Jansen die? It's like playing a
It's
murder
a grim
mystery with
reality we face, isn't
10-year-olds,
it?
you know? You've got to
The
be
fragility
very,
of life,
very
the delicate
specific.
balance between existence and the great unknown. In my line of work, I've come to realize that death is not just an end, but a beginning. A transition from the physical realm to whatever lies beyond. Yeah, dear Detective Martini, the case of dear Maria Jansen is indeed a disturbing one. Her body bore the marks of a savage attack, as if she had been preyed upon by a ferocious beast. Bite marks, particularly on her arms, were evident upon examination.
A ferocious beast, you say? That's quite out of place in the city of Vaudeville, which, to my understanding, is a rather urban area. Where might these beasts have come from? I don't know what kind of game this is. Like, the intro cinematic had,
No,
like,
my
tentacles.
my dear Detective Martini, you seek the whereabouts of these unfortunate incidents.
Yes, I'm a
Well,
detective.
let
That is
me
my
enlighten
job.
you. Haley Greenwood's lifeless form was discovered in an alley behind the Cabane Violet, the very
I didn't
establishment she
ask.
graced with her dance. As for the tragic demise of dear Maria Jansen, her blood-soaked figure was found near her apartment in central Vaudeville, right beside the popular bar Coral. The exact locations and their significance in this intricate web of events are yet to be fully understood.
Ma'am, if I may repeat myself, I asked you where one
Yeah,
might find a ferocious beast in this city, as it's kind of odd for a woman in the middle of a city to have been mauled to death by what presumably would be an animal.
no, my astute detective, I understand your perplexity. It is indeed unusual for a woman to meet such a violent fate in the heart of our urban landscape. The presence of animalistic injuries on her body raises intriguing possibilities. Could it be a case of mistaken identity? A rare occurrence of an escaped or abandoned wild creature finding its way into the city? Or perhaps we are dealing with a perpetrator who possesses a primal instinct, using animalistic methods to inflict harm.
I'm sorry, are you implying that she was, like, bitten and mauled to death by a person? You are a coroner. I think you would know, one way or the other, right?
Detective Martini, I've been waiting for your arrival.
Wait, what?
Chief Gretzky informed me of your visit. How can I assist you in your investigation? As a coroner, my role is to examine the evidence left behind by these tragic events and provide insights into the cause and manner of death. It is a summer duty, but one that I undertake with the utmost care and dedication. Please share with me any specific questions or concerns you may have, and together we shall seek the truth hidden within the shadows of these cases.
Okay, so that massive roundabout rigmarole aside, how did Haley Greenwood die? Could you perhaps give me a cause of death? Oh, I swear to God, man. Come on. Come on. You see, I'm curious as to how Haley Greenwood died. Could you give me her cause of death? Oh, God damn it. Now it's going.
Dear Haley Greenwood, her fate was
Oh, God damn it. Oh, it's all catching up now.
My apologies, Detective Martini. I understand your frustration and the urgency of your inquiry. To provide the information you seek, the cause of death for poor Haley Greenwood was multiple blunt force injuries to the head, likely
Okay.
inflicted by a blunt object, possibly a stiletto shoe. Dear Haley Greenwood, her untimely demise is indeed a tragic tale. Upon examining her body, it was evident that she suffered from severe trauma to the cranium. Detective Martini, I understand your eagerness for answers. Please forgive me for the delay. The cause of Haley
Okay, hold
Greenwood's
on.
death was a result of multiple blunt force injuries to the head, inflicted with considerable force.
Please stop talking. Holy shit. Okay, Maria Jansen mauled? Hey, oh, God damn it, my typing is so bad. Haley Greenwood beaten with shoe? Blunt force trauma to the head. Thank you. It appears my speech was being delayed. Could you tell me perhaps how Nicola Grossman died? That is the last victim I'm curious about. I swear to God, if it just gets cut off right there, I'm going to be so upset.
Nicola Grossman, a tragic loss indeed.
Yes, his loss was quite tragic, madam. I, however, do need to know how he died if I am to investigate his passing. I'm sure you understand.
Indeed, dear detective.
She's just is cut off, but she's still talking.
Yeah, my apologies for the oversight, my diligent investigator. I understand the importance of obtaining specific details for your investigation.
Well, if you do, then please tell me.
Mr. Nicola Grossman met his tragic end due to a fatal injury caused by a deep puncture to the posterior aspect of his cervical spine, specifically at the level of the occipital condyles. The weapon used was a sharp-edged instrument, most likely a large and robust blade resembling that of a traditional butcher's knife.
Okay, let's write this down. Stabbed in spine. Again, please, madam, in English this time.
My sincere apologies, dear Detective Martini. I must admit, my mind sometimes drifts into the realm of medical jargon. To provide a clear understanding, Mr. Nicholas Grossman's life was tragically extinguished by a forceful and precise stab wound to the back of his neck, near the base of his skull. The severity of the wound indicates the use of a sizable and keen-edged implement, similar to what one might envision in a classic depiction of a butcher's knife.
Okay. You see, it may have yet been easier just to say he was stabbed in the back of the spine with a butcher's knife.
It is a summer reality we face, isn't it? The fragility of life and the intricate dance between existence and the great unknown. In the depths of these investigations, I can't help but reflect on the delicate balance that binds us all. Each victim, a unique story etched in the folds of their mortal coil. The pain and suffering they endure,
Okay, she's going
the
on my
impact
list
it
of
has on those left
suspects.
behind. It resonates deep within me. But fear not, for I shall continue to navigate through the intricacies of these cases, seeking the truth and bringing closure to those affected by these tragic events. For it is only in facing death that we can truly appreciate the value of living. I cannot talk about this.
Of course. How silly of me. You keep on navigating intricacies and bringing closure. I'm gonna go back and talk to the police chief as he told me a completely different story than what you did.
Detective Martini, I understand your confusion and the importance of getting consistent information. It is not uncommon for different perspectives and interpretations to arise during investigations. The realm of forensics can be a labyrinth of uncertainty at times, with various pieces of evidence and witness testimonies often painting a complex picture. As a coroner, I strive to offer the most accurate analysis based on the evidence at hand. However, discrepancies can emerge when different perspectives are considered. It is crucial to collaborate with Chief Gretzky and reconcile any conflicting information.
So, is Gretzky just an old crackpot, or were 3 people actually shot in the back of the head this week?
Yeah, the enigmatic dance of truth and perception continues, doesn't it? While I cannot speak to the specifics of Chief Gretzky's account, I can assure you that the autopsies I conducted revealed no gunshot wounds to the victims.
So Gretzky was just full of shit. I mean, like, no 3 people died from gunshot wounds recently? Lady, I am speaking to you. Please stop giving me the fluoride stare.
I'm sorry. I don't like talking about this.
You're a coroner, and you don't like talking about death.
Yeah. The irony is not lost on me, detective. It is a peculiarity of my trade to navigate the realm of mortality while embracing the beauty and fragility of life. My role is to serve as a guardian of the deceased, ensuring their stories are told and their memories preserved. Yet, the delicate balance between life and death holds a profound fascination for me. In my line of work, I have come to understand that death is not an end, but a transformation. A passage into the unknown. It is a reminder that our time on this earth is precious and fleeting.
Ma'am, if you write me another novel, I'm gonna give you a passage into the unknown, okay? Please be concise here. I am a legal professional and an officer of the law. It's kind of important to give me a straight answer.
My apologies, Detective Martini. I shall endeavor to be more direct in my responses moving forward. I assure you, my intention is not to create an enigmatic narrative, but rather to provide you with the necessary details to aid in your investigation.
I'm sorry, I won't do that. Proceeds to do that. Well, I think I've got everything I need. Extabaria, sorry, your name's hard to pronounce. In any case, I'll be going now.
It has been my pleasure, Detective. Please do not hesitate to reach out if...
extra airy.
Not at all, Detective Martini. I shall remain here, tending to the departed and seeking justice for those who have met their untimely ends. May the road ahead lead you closer to the truth, and may our paths cross again soon. Yeah, I see you have a keen eye for detail, Detective Martini. Indeed, my hair is quite vibrant, a manifestation of my inner self, which I like to believe is as lively and expressive as the hues adorning my head. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, and I look forward to our next encounter.
I need to get out. I need to get out of here. These people are nuts. Okay. Looks like we're gonna have to go back and talk to the chief. Oh boy. These people are fucking nuts, dude. Ah, greetings, Gretzky. Your face is looking quite concave today. I assure you that that's a compliment. In any case, I spoke with the coroner, and she gave me the cause of death for the victims. Are we gonna tell him that, or? Well, so, how have your guys' days been? Dude, I was joking earlier, but Gretzky definitely has a drug problem. He's just standing here swaying back and forth while the phone rings. Is anyone gonna answer that phone? Pardon me, Chief Gretzky. Are you gonna answer that phone that's consistently ringing? I have a feeling that might be important. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to bail out of here real quick. Either my game or the internet is boned here, and I don't know which. Pardon me, Chief Gretzky. I spoke to the coroner. Yoo-hoo! Anyone home? You just gonna stand there and stare at me? I think I see why lead pipes have been outlawed as of late. Did I like piss him off and now he doesn't want to talk to me anymore? Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to, Guys,
Welcome back, Detective. I hope the morgue didn't leave you feeling too morbid. It's not exactly the cheeriest place to spend your time, but I suppose it's necessary for your investigation. So, did the lovely Ixtiberia provide you with any intriguing insights from her examination of the bodies?
Yes,
I'm all ears, though I must admit my stomach might not be as enthusiastic about the details.
yes, I am actually curious about something regarding that. You see, when we spoke earlier, you told me about 3 victims that had been shot in the back of the head, and Madame Ixtiberia had nothing to say about any of that. She spoke of a completely different set of 3 murders.
Oh, is that right? Seems like I've been out of the loop, Detective. My apologies for the confusion.
Jesus Christ, it's no wonder
It
this case
appears
isn't getting
I've been
solved.
lost in my own little world here in Vaudeville. So, let me get this straight. The good old madam didn't have any insights on the 3 victims we've been investigating. How disappointing. I was hoping for some juicy details to spice up this case. But hey, who needs consistency when you have a town like Vaudeville, right? Always keeping us on our toes.
She did, actually. So, from what I am to understand, Maria Jansen was mauled, potentially by an animal. Haley Greenwood was beaten in the head, blunt force trauma. And Nicola Grossman was stabbed in the back of the neck with a butcher's knife.
I am sorry, but I cannot answer your question.
You asked me for details regarding the murders that the coroner gave me, and I provided them to you.
Yo, my apologies, Detective Martin. Sometimes my old brain gets a bit foggy. Yes, you
Dude,
did provide the
lead in
details
the
from the
water.
autopsies, and I appreciate your diligence.
Lead in the water.
It seems I got ahead of myself there. But fear not, the report is indeed ready for your eyes. Our esteemed mortician, Ixtiberia, has worked her magic and compiled all the juicy details for you. The morgue is where you'll find her, surrounded by her macabre collection.
Yes, I am aware of that. I just returned from speaking to her, as I have told you. So, enough about that, however. Who else might I speak to glean some details about the case?
Yeah, my sincere apologies, Detective. I must have momentarily forgotten about our earlier conversation. I'm glad you've already spoken to the coroner.
Dude, and this guy's gonna
Excellent
claim
work,
he's
as
not
always.
addicted to drugs?
Now, as for other sources of information, well, there's an individual who might be able to shed some light on this case. Monsieur Saxabar, the enigmatic figure behind those peculiar shows in town. Rumor has it that he's involved in some secret projects. But be warned, he's a slippery one.
Okay, so the intro cinematic had, like, tentacles and eldritch horrors going on. What kind of game is this? Is this just a regular murder mystery, or is there, like, some supernatural shit going on here? Because some of the people in this town look like they've crawled right out of, like, an H.P. Lovecraft novel. Monsieur Saxabar, you say? Where might I find this man?
Oh, you're in for a treat, Detective Martini. If you're looking to find the elusive and mysterious Monsieur, you need not look any further than the heart of Vaudeville itself. You see, he's the mastermind behind Circus Saxabar, a spectacle that mesmerizes and bewilders the audience. Just follow the sounds of laughter and gasps of amazement, and you'll find yourself in the midst of his magical world. I'll mark the location on your map for you. But be cautious, my friend.
That's all well and good, Chief. So, as to avoid having to return here too often, is there anyone else I may, want to pay a visit while I'm out? Trying to find some details about the case. Okay, gotta remember to turn that off. I don't want to...
Yes, of course, Detective Martini. While you're out and about gathering information, there is one more person you might want to pay a visit. Our esteemed coroner, Ixtiberia, at the morgue.
Oh,
She's
god
got all
damn
the
it.
gory details you'll need from the autopsies.
I already
I
talked to
can
the
mark the morgue
coroner.
on your map so you won't get lost in the labyrinth of streets. Just let her know that I sent you and that you're authorized to access the autopsy reports. She can be a bit.
Sir, I have... I've already spoken to the coroner.
Yeah, my sincerest apologies, Detective Martini. It seems my memory is failing me once again. Please forgive this old-timer's forgetfulness. If you've already spoken to the coroner, then you're one step ahead of me. Well done, Detective. It seems you're leaving no stone unturned in this case. Keep up the good work. If there's anything else you need assistance with, feel free to let me know.
Okay, let's see. Who else would we... Okay, there is one thing, actually. Do we have any suspects? Anyone we suspect may be involved or responsible for any of these murders? Wait, is it just gonna cut off? Oh, okay.
One. Suspects, the elusive creatures that keep us awake at night. Well, I'll be honest with you, Detective Martini. We don't have any concrete suspects at the moment. It's like trying to catch a shadow in the dark. Slippery and elusive, just like those performers at Marina HS Theater.
Okay,
But here's the twist, my astute detective friend. I have a hunch. Yes, a hunch that there might be more than one murderer lurking in the shadows of our fair town.
Okay. Alright. Sir, you mentioned a Marina H. Is that someone I should be aware of?
No, you haven't heard of the illustrious Marina H. She's quite the character, let me tell you. A force to be reckoned with in the world of vaudeville entertainment. She runs her own theater, showcasing all sorts of acts that push the boundaries of decency. Or so I've been told. But be warned, my dear detective, I don't trust that place.
He's definitely been
It's
there.
like a den of iniquity, if you ask me. Immoral shows, they are.
He has definitely gone and watched that, like, pole dancing show. Or so you've been told, you say.
Yeah, you caught me there, Detective Martini. I must confess, I have never set foot in that establishment myself. The word travels fast in this town, and the rumors about Marina HS Theater have reached my weary ears. They say it's a wild, scandalous affair, with performers who can make your jaw drop and your eyebrows raise. But you won't find me there, no sir. I prefer a good old-fashioned game of chess and a pipe of tobacco. Far more civilized, if you ask me.
I won't press any further, Chief Gretzky. Your business is your own. Where might I find this Marina H, however? She seems like she could have something related to the case.
Well, aren't you a curious detective, always sniffing around for clues?
Yes, sir,
I
that
can't
is my
blame you for your
job.
investigative instincts. If you're keen on finding this enigmatic Marina H, her theater is nestled right in the heart of the entertainment district. Just follow the glimmering lights and the sound of laughter, and you'll find yourself at the doorstep of her grand spectacle.
Does
But I warn
everyone
you,
in this
detective,
city
tread carefully.
navigate by, like,
The world of
sounds?
vaudeville can be a captivating, yet treacherous place.
You want to find the circus, go follow the laughter. You want to find the burlesque house, follow the raising eyebrows and dropping jaws. Whatever, let's go talk to Mr. Saxophone. Oh, yeah, freak show indeed. Greetings, sir. I'm Detective Martini with the Unreasonable Incidents Unit.
Well, Wonderful. How can the great Detective Martini assist me today?
Well, you see, sir, I am investigating the murders of Marina Jansen, Haley Greenwood, and Nicola Grossman.
No clue.
I haven't even asked you anything yet, sir. It's a little bit early to say you don't know anything.
Well, ask away then.
Fuck, man, I don't actually know what I'm trying to ask him. They didn't tell me how he's related to the case. Oh my... So, here's the beef. Word on the street is you're up to some shady business in your spare time. While that typically isn't my affair, it's typical of me to investigate these sorts of rumors as part of my investigation.
Not my concern.
Sir, I am an officer of the law. You don't just get to tell me that it's not your concern.
Tough luck.
You do understand I could have you arrested for impeding justice, right?
Stop. Busy.
You don't look too busy, buddy. You're just standing here staring ahead with that vacant fluoride stare of yours.
Mind your own business.
I am a detective. It is my job not to mind my own business, but that of others.
Find another suspect.
You're acting awfully shady here, buddy.
So what?
Let's change the topic, alright? What is it you do here at Circus Saxabar?
Circus.
I'm sorry, your profession is circus?
Lion tamer.
You're a lion tamer, is that correct? Am I understanding you properly?
Yes, that's correct.
I see you're a man of few words.
Indeed.
So, I'll cut straight to the point, Mr. Saxophone.
Wrong name.
Sorry again, Mr. Sake Bar.
Not my name.
Okay, here's a little aside for you guys. I think I've got him caught in a loop. Or a pattern where he responds very briefly. Because if you don't know, how AI works is if you respond to its response, it'll take it that that's the proper way to do things because otherwise you'd shuffle. This can be problematic in front ends like this because I can't shift through his responses and find a better one. So he assumes that if I'm responding and engaging with the response he gave me, that he's doing something right, so he'll keep doing whatever he was doing. Alright, let's get to business here. Alright, Saxabar, so the deal is, one of our victims, one Maria Jansen, appears to have been mauled or attacked by some kind of creature, and you say that you're a lion tamer. I figured you may be a good person to go to.
No. I had nothing to do with it.
And I'm not assuming you were, not directly anyway. Please understand that this is just part of my investigation.
Get to the point.
My point is, we're a little bit short on beasts in this town that could maul a person to death. You're the only one with lions here, and I'm wondering, have at any point your lions been unaccounted for or out of your supervision?
No, they haven't.
Can you be so certain about that? Are you with them every moment of every day?
Yes.
So, when you're taking a shower or getting ready for bed, your lions are right there with you?
No.
So then you're not with them every moment of every day, and there are moments where they could have been unattended.
No.
Sir, you can't just say no. I've kind of exposed a flaw in your logic here.
Yes.
I have. So, naturally, you might want to be a little more cooperative.
So?
You're a rather tough nut to crack, Mr. Saxabar.
Make me.
Your lions look rather hungry. When was the last time they've eaten?
Good.
Okay, we need to get out of there and try again. Greetings, Monsieur Saxabar. From what I understand from our last conversation, you're a lion tamer, are you not? Jesus Christ, man, are we doing this again? Fortunately, I believe I know how to fix it. We're gonna have to type this. This looping circus music is driving me nuts. Okay, once you get... Okay. Oh, fuck, he's doing this again. Well, sir, you see, one of our victims, one Marina Jansen, appeared to have been mauled to death by a large beast, or perhaps a rather aggressive person.
Interesting.
Yes, it is quite interesting, and what you may be finding a little more interesting is that you are the only person in town who owns lions. Beasts that are perfectly capable of doing that. Do you see how this doesn't really look good for you?
Yes. They wouldn't. Why should I care?
Because you're being suspected of murder, Monsieur Saxabar. I think that's fairly worthy of your concern.
No. Not me.
This guy, I can't get a fucking word out of him.
No.
He just keeps saying no.
Not my concern.
So, in any case, I've heard some rumors that you're up to some dark projects, if it were. Care to shed some light on what these may be? Jesus Christ, man. It's probably my internet. That's probably the problem, but I mean... This game is kind of held together with, like, duct tape and gum. Did you say, like, whatever? Alright, we're not getting anything out of this guy. Shit, who do we talk to? I'm kind of drawing a blank here. Let's go back to Mr. Gretzky at the police station. Chief Gretzky, a pleasure to see you again. Oh, my mic's off. Chief Gretzky, it's a pleasure to see you again. I have some things about this case I would like to discuss. Apparently, all I said was Chief.
Yeah, Detective Martini, the pleasure is all mine. It's rare to find something pleasurable in these gloomy halls, but your presence brings a sliver of delight to my weary soul.
Hey, ease
Now,
up, man.
you
I'm
mentioned you
taken.
have things to discuss about the case. Pray, do share. Let's see if we can shed some light on this dark mystery together. But be warned, Detective, my patience has grown thin over the years, so make it snappy.
You
What's
and me
been gnawing
both,
at your
buddy.
mind?
I spoke to Monsieur Saxabar, although that'd probably be a generous statement. The man is refusing to even speak with me beyond short dismissals.
Monsieur Saxabar, eh? That circus director with a flair for the dramatic. Well, are we in for a treat? It seems our elusive friend is playing hard to get, huh? But fear not, my determined detective. A little resistance only adds fuel to the fire of our investigation. We'll find a way to crack that stubborn shell of his. Just remember, persistence pays off. Keep pushing, keep prodding, and sooner or later, Monsieur Saxabar will have no choice but to face the music.
So, earlier, you mentioned Marina H. May I know where to find her? It might be more fruitful to discuss the case with her than continue trying to get blood from a stone in the case of Saxabar. Oh my. Pardon me, Constable Jones. I had no idea you were standing here this whole time. Okay. Hold on. Wait, now it's going.
Yeah, Marina.
The case of Saxabar.
I am not able to answer your question.
May I know where to find Marina H? We're gonna have to go back and redo this. Chief Gretzky, may I know where to find Marina H? How many awards did this game win? I just feel like asking that question.
Yeah, the elusive Marina H. Well,
Yeah.
my dear detective, if you're seeking to find her, I have a suggestion for you.
Oh, finally.
There's a treasure trove of information about all things vaudeville in our humble town. It's a sanctuary of knowledge, a haven for curious minds. I'm talking about the library, my friend. The library is where all the tales of this enchanted town are stored, waiting to be discovered.
Let's talk to Constable Jones. Greetings there, Constable. Jesus Christ, man.
Oh, well, hello there.
Oh,
How
man.
can I be of assistance to you today? You know what they say, a helping hand is worth two in the bush.
I don't think
So,
anybody says
what can I
that.
do for you?
Good sir, I don't believe anybody in their right mind says this. I believe the expression is, a bird in hand is worth two in the bush. You know,
Well,
I don't know why.
greetings to you too. Goodness gracious, sir. Yeah, yes, you're right. A bird in the hand is... that's what they say, isn't it? It's just that sometimes my memory's as slippery as an eel in a bucket of oil.
I like
But,
eels.
you know, it's all about getting the message across, isn't it? Like they say, actions speak louder than words.
Okay,
And,
people actually do
sometimes a
say
bumbling constable like me can stumble upon some valuable clues. You never know, right? Like finding a needle in a haystack or a diamond in a rough.
So, have you actually found any valuable clues? Do you have any insights to shed onto this case?
Well, I don't want to jump the gun or anything, but I might have a theory. You know what they say, a penny for your thoughts, right? I was, reading a book the other week, and there were these creatures. Not that I'm saying we have creatures running amok in Vaudeville, mind you.
Yeah, I
But
think there's a
you
few
never
fucking
can tell.
creatures running amok in
Stranger
vaudeville.
things have happened. Like finding a needle in a haystack, you
Please
know.
stop saying that.
Anyway, just a thought.
What kind of creatures were you talking about?
Oh, you see, those, creatures. They were, quite peculiar. They had sharp teeth and, glowing eyes. Kind of like a wolf in sheep's clothing, you could say. But, don't worry. I'm sure it's all as quiet as a mouse here in Vaudeville. Just like they always, like they always say, no news is good news. So, let's focus on the case at hand, shall we?
Sir, 3 people have died. I don't think that qualifies as no news or good news.
Oh, you're absolutely right, of course. 3 people. That's, not good. Not good at all. It's just... sometimes I try to, you know, look on the bright side of things. Like, finding the silver lining in a storm cloud. But, I understand the seriousness of the situation. It's just... I'm not very good with these kinds of... dark matters, you know? It's like... trying to find a needle in a haystack. Again.
Sir, I'm just going to say this now. You are now socially banned from using idioms, puns, or figures of speech. That is enforceable by law.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry if I, offended you with my idioms and figures of speech.
Alright, Gretzky, so we have Saxabar, Marina H, the circus, and the library to investigate. Is there anything else I should know about? Any other locations that may be of importance?
Yeah, locations of importance, you inquire. Well, let me ponder for a moment. Yes, there's People's Square, right in the heart of vaudeville. a bustling hub of activity, where locals gather to enjoy a breath of fresh air and soak in the vibrant atmosphere. It's a place where stories unfold, where artists showcase their talents, and where you might just stumble upon a clue or two.
Could you perhaps mark it on my map, good sir?
Oh, my dear Detective Martini, you flatter me with your request, but alas, I am a relic of a bygone era. These newfangled maps and markers are beyond my technological grasp. However, fear not. I have a solution for you. Seek out Constable Jones, the young buck with a penchant for all things modern and immoral. He'll be more than happy to mark the location on your map, and perhaps even regale you with tales of his own misadventures in those questionable establishments.
Constable, as much as it pains me to speak to you again, I do need you to mark People's Square on my map, if you could do so.
Oh, of course. Anything to help, you know? I'll, put a pin in it. Like marking a spot on a treasure map. It's just, sad that we're not searching for treasure, you see. But, hopefully we'll find something just as valuable. And, if we don't, well, that's just, how the cookie crumbles, right?
Son, I'm proud of you. You actually used that figure of speech properly.
Thank you, sir. That means a lot coming from you. It's, light music to my ears, you could say. I mean, I try my best, you know? Sometimes it's like finding a needle in a haystack to find the right words. But, I'm glad I hit the nail on the head this time.
Guys, he's on a
It's like
roll!
a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day.
Oh! Oh, I'm gonna go before he fucks it up. That was amazing. Okay, the library. I'm having to hold my phone up in the air to get proper internet service. My arm is becoming sore. Greetings, Miss Beatrix.
Greetings, Detective Martini. Welcome to the Vaudeville Library. I'm glad you've decided to pay us a visit. I am indeed the librarian here. My name is Beatrix.
Christ, man.
How can I assist you today?
What sort of shriveled up old prune are you? This may seem an odd request, but could you perhaps face away from me while we speak? Nothing personal.
Oh, of course, dear detective. No need to explain. I must admit, it's a bit peculiar, but I'm always up for a little mystery. I'll turn my back and lend you my ears. Now, how may I be of service?
You see, Miss Bosch, there have been 3 murders in town in the past few weeks. I'm wondering if you know anything about this.
Yeah, Monsieur Saxabor. Now there's a name that has left its mark on the pages of Vaudeville's history. Monsieur Saxabar was a flamboyant character who captivated the hearts of the townsfolk and beyond. You might even call him a maestro of mischief, a virtuoso of vagueness. He was known for his extravagant parties and his undeniable charm that could make even the most stoic of statues crack a smile.
Well, that's certainly one way of putting it.
Oh, dear detective, it seems I may have strayed a bit from the path. My apologies if my description of Monsieur Saxabar was a tad too colourful. Sometimes my love for words takes me on unexpected detours. Do forgive me.
Miss Bosch, are you familiar with the name Marina Jansen?
Marina Jansen, you say? I'm afraid that name doesn't ring a bell in the vast library of my memory. But fear not, Detective Martini. The Vaudeville Library is a treasure trove of information, and if Marina Jansen has left any traces in the annals of Vaudeville's past,
I don't think we need to hear the rest of that, so... Forgive me, I may have misspoken. I believe her name was Maria Jansen.
oh, Maria Jansen.
My apologies for the confusion, dear detective. Yes, now I recall. Maria Jansen, a socialite of our town, met a tragic fate. Such a shame, really. The news of her untimely demise shook the community to its core. It's a reminder that even behind the shimmering veneer of high society, darkness can lurk in unexpected places. But alas, my knowledge of Maria Jansen is limited to what I've read in the local newspapers. If there are specific details or questions you have regarding her case, I'm here to assist to the best of my abilities.
Very well, very well. Thank you for your cooperation. What about Haley Greenwood?
Detective Martini, you've caught me off guard with that name. Haley Greenwood, you say? Well, I must admit, it's a name that hasn't made its way into the books or the whispers of Vaudeville. As much as I'd love to be a walking encyclopedia, there are some secrets that even the library can't unveil. But fear not. If there's anything else you need assistance with, whether it be inquiries about historical figures or a recommendation for a good book to distract yourself from these grim matters.
Very well, I understand. What about Nicola Grossman?
Nicola Grossman, you said. Now there's a blast from the past. Oh, dear detective, Nicola Grossman was quite the character in his heyday. A man of mystery and intrigue, he had a knack for making investments that seemed to flourish like blooming flowers in spring. But alas, as with any tale of fortune, there came a twist in Nicola's story. It is said that he met an unfortunate end, leaving behind a legacy of unanswered questions and shattered dreams. So, the tangled web we weave in the tapestry of history. If you seek more details about Nicola Grossman's demise, I suggest delving into the old newspapers of that time. They hold the key to unraveling the mysteries of the past.
Could you perhaps show me an excerpt from one of those newspapers, if you don't mind? Oh boy. Yeah, I think that's about all the information we're going to get out of her. Okay. Back to Circus Sake Bar. Greetings again, Monsieur Saxabar.
What now?
I'd just like to ask you about the victims of the recent murders and perhaps get a feeling for if you knew them or not.
Don't know.
I haven't even told you who they are yet, sir. Can you definitively say that you don't know them?
Don't care.
Well, aren't you just the giant ray of sunshine?
I am.
Ah, clearly.
Yes.
Maria Jansen. Does that name ring any bells to you?
No idea.
How about Haley Greenwood?
Dead.
I'm aware of that, sir. That's why I'm talking to you about her.
So?
I'd like to turn back to Maria Jansen, if you don't mind.
Whatever.
You see, Maria Jansen was mauled, possibly by a large animal, and you are in fact a lion tamer.
Coincidence.
Sir, that would be one gigantic motherfucking coincidence.
Maybe.
Are you telling me there's another lion tamer in town who could be responsible?
No.
Right, you're the only lion tamer in town, and perhaps the only owner of large beasts who could pose a threat to humans.
That's correct.
So where the hell else is a large beast going to come from to maul Maria Jansen?
Not my problem.
It kind of is your problem, sir. You are a suspect in this case.
Good luck proving anything.
Look, alright, I'll throw you a bone here. It is possible someone could be trying to frame you.
Finally touching on, are we?
Look, you're a smart guy, and if I can point out that you're the only one who owns lions, I'm sure you can point that out too.
I know.
So, let me ask you, do you have any enemies? Anybody who may want to knock you down a peg, so to speak?
No.
You have no enemies.
No.
So you do have enemies.
You think?
I'm asking you, sir. That's why I want to know.
No.
The fuck do you mean, no?
I cannot answer your question.
Look, man, you admitted yourself it's possible someone could be trying to frame you. Who might want to do that?
Maybe.
Sir, if you continue this round of rigmarole, I'm going to give you a sex change operation with a hockey stick. Do you read me?
That is not something I can do.
It's something I am perfectly capable of doing, sir, I assure you.
So,
Is that not a concern to you?
no.
You're a braver man than I'll give you that.
No.
You can't just keep saying no to all of my statements, sir.
Ask a question that requires more than a yes or no response.
Fine then. Do you have any enemies?
I don't know.
Of everybody in town, who might want to frame you for committing a crime?
I don't know.
I'm coming to understand that that's something of a trend here.
I don't know.
I could have told you that.
Really?
Okay, Nicola Grossman. Are you familiar with him?
No.
So, have you ever lent out your lions to anybody else? Perhaps another entertainment industry?
No.
So what you're saying is, your lions have been in your care this whole time. So naturally, if they had somehow mauled somebody to death, you would know about it.
I do not have the answer to your question.
Sir, you're about as charming as a piece of plywood and about half as smart.
Thank you.
I swear to God, man, is everybody in this town mainlining freebase unreasonable?
Don't know.
I don't know why I assumed you would. Thank you for your time, Mr. Sexy Bar. Just go home. Just go home.
Thank you.
Go to hell.
Thank you.
Wait, no. No. Okay, sir, so if you're so adamant you don't know anything about the case, who do you know who might?
Don't know.
Who else do you speak to in town?
Nobody.
You don't speak to anybody. You have no friends.
Only my animals.
Sir, that's a little bit concerning.
So,
So I'll ask you, what do you think about the murders?
no idea.
Just no opinion. 3 people have been brutally murdered, and that does not arouse any emotion in you.
No.
You do realize you are the only person in this town who owns lions, and that I heavily suspect you for the death of Maria Jansen.
No proof.
Sir, she was mauled by a large animal. You are the only person in town who owns a large animal.
Lions with me.
Do they have an alibi?
Don't know.
Then I think I'm right to suspect you, sir.
Maybe you're wrong.
Well, if you have anything to prove that I'm wrong, you'd better start talking.
No.
So you're just unwilling to prove your innocence, sir.
Yep.
So, if events take their natural, logical course and you are convicted for the death of Maria Jansen, you are fine with that?
Yes.
So is that to say you murdered Maria Jansen?
No.
But you're fine for being arrested for it?
Stop. Busy.
Busy with what, sir? If I may know.
Showtime.
Showtime, eh?
Yes.
What sort of show are you putting on tonight?
Lion act.
Ah, the Lion Act. What does that consist of?
Roaring lions.
That's it? Just lions go out and roar?
Yes.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Mr. Saxophone. That sounds like an absolute shit show and I would demand my money back.
I'm sorry. I just don't feel comfortable talking about this.
Yeah, I wouldn't either if that was the extent of my claim to fame.
Watch yourself.
Why, are you gonna have your lions maul me like you did to Maria Jansen?
Mind your words.
The lions maul me.
No.
The lions maul me.
Enough.
The lions maul me. What did they mean?
None of your business.
Do they use lead pipes in this town?
No.
Is the water treated with fluoride?
No.
Have you ever been hit in the head?
Yes.
Why am I not surprised?
Because you're clever.
Damn straight.
Shut up.
You first.
No.
Well, I suppose we're at an impasse here.
Yes.
The unstoppable force meets the idiotic object.
You're an idiot.
Takes one to know one, buckaroo.
Shut up.
Look, dude, I really just want some evidence about this case.
Can't help you.
You do understand, I've been here like an hour and I'm no closer to solving this murder.
Enough.
Yes, my sentiments exactly.
Get lost.
May your woes be many and your days be few, monster saxophone.
No.
I'm sorry, that didn't come out properly. May your woes be many and your days be few, monster saxophone.
Don't care.
Bite me.
No.
I wasn't asking, sir. That would be gross.
Enjoy.
I need an adult.
Not my problem.
Let's get out of there, yeah? Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let's get out of there. What are we at here? Hour and 15 minutes? That's perfectly fine. This can be a longer episode. Fine, let's go back to the fucking morgue. Greetings, Coroner Extrabella. May I, have a few words with you?
Of course, dear interlocutor, I am all ears. Speak your thoughts, and the intricacies of your words shall echo within the chambers of this analytical mind. As a coroner, I have become accustomed to hearing tales of sorrow and intrigue, for the human experience is fraught with complexities,
You look like a fucking
both
Oblivion
physical
NPC,
and
okay.
emotional. Share with me the burdens that weigh upon your heart, and together we shall navigate the labyrinth of life's mysteries.
So, I'm looking for leads, and I'm fresh out at the moment. Do you know anybody who I could speak to about this case who may know something?
Detective Martini, in the realm of investigations, leads are like the veins that carry the essence of truth. Sometimes they may seem elusive, hidden beneath layers of complexity. But fear not, for the web of connections in this world is intricate, and there are those who may possess valuable insights. Perhaps the bartenders at the Coral, where Maria Jansen was found, have witnessed something that could shed light on a tragic demise. Or perchance the dancers at the Cabane Violet, where Hayley Greenwood once graced the stage, may have overheard conversations that could aid in your investigation. Continue to seek out these threads, and eventually they may lead you to the source you seek.
That actually was somewhat helpful. Okay, let me see. That'd be Cabane Violet and the Coral. Ah, a surprisingly insightful answer, miss. Could you perhaps point me to the Coral?
The Coral, a bustling establishment of spirits and revelry, lies adjacent to the very heart of this tragedy. It stands as a witness to the somber discovery of Maria's lifeless form, drenched in crimson hues. Its position, nestled beside her apartment in central Vaudeville, marks the intersection of her existence and the final moments that unfolded in darkness.
Don't talk about those
Alas,
topics with
my
that
knowledge
dead
is
stare
confined
of
to the
yours,
walls of this
okay?
moor, but I can offer you a glimpse of the map.
How about the Cabane Violet? Could you perhaps show me where that is?
The Cabane Violet, a realm where rhythm and movement intertwine, was Hayley Greenwood's stage. Her sanctuary before her untimely departure. It is located in close proximity to her resting place. Behind its doors, a world filled with music and dance unfolds. Allow me to provide you with a visual representation, a cartographic reflection that may guide your steps towards this haven for performers and patrons alike.
How about Nicola Grossman? Where did he die?
Nicola Grossman, a soul whose journey was cut short, met his fate beyond our city's borders. His final moments unfolded in a distant land, far from my examination table. Alas, I am unable to offer you precise details regarding his demise, as his body has not yet arrived in my care. The enigma surrounding his passing remains shrouded, awaiting further revelations. May you find solace in your pursuit, detective, and may your quest for truth bring
I'm
closure
not
to
even
those
going to point
affected by
out the
these
fact
tragic
that
events.
she literally gave me an autopsy report that implies he is in fact in her care and has been examined. If I try and point out all of the hypocrisies, I'll be here all day. We've got some new places to work with here. Oh, not many people have gotten this far. That was apparently a rare achievement. Holy shit, is that laggy or what? Hold on. Ray tracing off. Holy shit. Marina H, I presume? The name's Detective Martini with the Unreasonable Incidents Unit. Oh, goddammit, mic was off. Marina H, I presume? The name's Detective Martini with the Unreasonable Incidents Unit.
Ah, Detective Martini, a name as intriguing as the mysteries you seek. Unreasonable incidents, you say? How fascinating. I wonder what secrets lie within those cases.
Today my concerns mainly lie with the murders of Maria Jansen, Haley Greenwood, and Nicola Grossman.
Murders, you say? Such dark and tragic events occur even in the realm of glamour and allure. But fear not, dear detective, for the stage will always shine bright, and the show must go on. Let us bask in the enchantment of this burlesque world, where beauty and mystery intertwine like a delicate dance.
Haley Greenwood. To my knowledge, she was a dancer. Were you two acquainted in any way?
Yeah, Haley Greenwood. A name that now lingers in the shadows of our memories. A dancer whose steps were silenced, her presence but a whisper in the wind.
I want to point out that just
The
said,
cabin violet
were you
mourns her loss,
two
for she was one of
acid
our
in
own.
any way?
But tell me, Detective Martini, what secrets do you hope to uncover in this labyrinth of intrigue? Acid, you say? No, the alchemy of curiosity dances in your words.
Let me be a little more clear. I am asking if you are familiar with Haley Greenwood.
Haley Greenwood, a name whispered in the shadows, a story woven in the tapestry of burlesque. She danced with grace, her spirit shining like a star on our stage. But alas, my knowledge is but a fragment of her enigmatic existence. Seek the truth, Detective Martini, for it hides in the depths of the Vaudeville veil.
But if I am understanding this correctly, you did know her. Is that correct?
Names come and go, like fleeting whispers in the night. In the realm of Vaudeville, connections are tangled, memories blurred. As the stars twinkle above, their secrets remain hidden, even to those who dance upon the same stage. The past is a mysterious masquerade, detective, and I am merely a player in its grand performance.
This is really not as complicated as you were making it out to be. Did you know Haley Greenwood or not?
Detective Martini, you persist in unraveling the threads of truth. But remember, what is known and what is perceived can be as different as day and night. To answer your question, my connection to Haley Greenwood is but a delicate web, woven with shadows and illusion. Let the enigma envelop you, for the answers lie within the enigmatic embrace of the burlesque world.
Ma'am, really, I'm asking you a very simple question.
The question you seek but answers I hold close. In this world of whispers and painted masks, the truth is but a delicate petal waiting to be unveiled. The stage is set, the lights are dimmed, and the story unfolds, revealing its enigmatic beauty.
That's one way of putting it, miss.
Mysteries, like veils, have their own way of enticing and captivating. It is in the journey of discovery that the true essence of the burlesque reveals itself.
Well, that was absolutely no help whatsoever. Let's try and go back and ask again. Greetings, Marina. I'm to understand you're a burlesque dancer, is that correct?
Oh, Detective Martini, you have a way with words. Yes, I am a burlesque dancer. But there's so much more to me than meets the eye.
I only ask because so was one of the victims in the case I'm investigating. Her name was Haley Greenwood. Are you familiar with her?
Ah, Haley Greenwood. Such a tragic loss. She was a fellow performer here at the Cabin Violet. It breaks my heart to think of what happened to her. But, you know, life can be unpredictable, don't you think?
Yes, quite. What I'm curious about, what was your relationship to Haley Greenwood?
Relationship. Well, we were colleagues sharing the same stage, dancing side by side. But beyond that, what is a relationship really? Just a fleeting connection in the grand tapestry of vaudeville. Life moves so quickly, doesn't it?
Yes, I'd be inclined to agree. However, I do need more of a straightforward answer. Were you friends? Just colleagues? Did your relationship extend beyond work?
Friends. Colleagues. Relationships can be so complicated, don't you think? Sometimes there are layers beneath the surface that are best left undisturbed. Haley and I. Well, let's just say our connections were as enigmatic as the dance itself.
Were you two seeing each other? I'm not one to judge, but this may be important to the case.
Seeing each other. Detective, you have a vivid imagination. But remember, in vaudeville, secrets are like shadows, always shifting and changing. What may seem like truth to one person can be an illusion to another.
I do believe that is only the case because everyone in this town speaks like they are writing the blurb on the back of a cheap pulp novel.
And what a thrilling novel it is, full of passion and intrigue. But let's not forget, we are performers, and our duty is to entertain. Shall we continue this dance, Detective? The show must go on.
That's certainly one way of putting it, Marina. So, if I'm to understand, you and, Haley Greenwood had some form of a relationship together?
Yeah. Relationships, Detective, are like delicate threads woven into the fabric of our lives. Sometimes they intertwine, sometimes they fray, but they always leave a trace. As for the nature of my connection with Haley, well, let's just say that the stage holds more than meets the eye.
So there was more to your relationship with Haley Greenwood than people were to understand.
Oh, Detective Martini, you have a keen intuition? Life is full of secrets, isn't it? Some hidden, some revealed, but all adding a touch of intrigue to the dance we call existence. Let your imagination wander, but remember, not everything is as it seems in the world of vaudeville.
So I have come to learn. In any case, Haley Greenwood was murdered with a stiletto shoe. I'm to understand that potentially she was killed by a fellow dancer.
Murder, Detective. Such a tragic end to a beautiful performance. But in this tangled web of shadows, who can truly say what lies beneath the surface? Perhaps the killer is closer than you think, or maybe the truth dance is just out of reach. The stage is set, Detective. The show must go on.
So, did Haley Greenwood have any enemies?
Enemies, Detective Martini? In the world of vaudeville, where illusions reign supreme, enemies can be as elusive as a wisp of smoke. But remember, behind every smile, there may hide a hint of darkness. The secrets of the theater run deep, my dear detective.
So, were you and Haley, colleagues, or would rivals be a more apt description?
Colleagues, rivals. Such labels can be confining, can't they? Within the realm of performance, there is a delicate dance between camaraderie and competition. Haley Greenwood, a fellow dancer, shared the stage with me, but the depths of our connection, well, that remains a tantalizing enigma.
Look, if you keep using all this vague terminology that really doesn't tell me anything, I'm just gonna assume you were porking off stage, okay?
Detective Martini, you have a sharp eye, but the true essence of my being cannot be contained in mere words. Like a fleeting shadow on a moonlit night, I am but a reflection of the mysteries that unfold in the world of vaudeville. Let your assumptions guide you, for in this theater of secrets, truth may be found in the most unexpected places.
You know something, don't you?
Oh, my dear detective, what a tantalizing thought. Knowledge is a delicate dance, isn't it? Clues shimmer like sequins on a gown, waiting to be discovered. But remember, the show must go on, and some truths are meant to remain hidden behind the veil of mystery.
I'm a detective. That's literally antithetical to my job, madam.
Detective Martini, the contradictions of life can be captivating, can't they? Like a riddle wrapped in an enigma, your pursuit of truth may lead you down unexpected paths. Embrace the paradoxes, for they hold the key to unraveling the mysteries that surround us. The stage is set, my friend. The performance awaits.
Alright, I'm gonna use my AI knowledge for this. We are getting fucking nowhere. I've been at this for an hour and 30 minutes, and I don't have any leads. Okay, so, sometimes you can get away with stunts like this. Okay. Okay, we'll see if that gets us anywhere. It does feel a little bit like cheating, but also... It's not like a brag that only 6 people have found the killer, because... Frankly, I don't even know how you would. This isn't like... a cleverly hidden mystery. This is just nobody is willing to say anything of substance. I suspect this is the GPT 3.5 API. There's a lot of specific mannerisms, like when they talk about in this dance of whatever, or as a coroner, it is my job to literally restating the character description. That's very common for GPT 3.5, and it's really not reliable, but the main reason to use that instead of a better model, like GPT-4, is that GPT-4, running that API for this many people, because you have to pay to use their AI, would be way too expensive. I am something of an AI hobbyist, so, you know, I can run through, like, just like $20 of credits in a couple days. Talking to my, like, RPG bots in the front end I have. So, you know, that'd be stupid expensive. It's probably even costing them a lot of money just to use 3.5 this much, even though the messages are like 3 to 5 cents each. That, with so many people playing it, that can cost you quite a bit of money. Now, bear in mind, I'm no expert. This may work a little bit differently than I understand it to, but that's about what makes sense to me. In any case, Miss fucking vacant stare over here is no help. We're gonna go to the bar. That's what I do in real life when everyone is being unreasonable. Who the hell are you? Ingrid. You know what? If we're gonna beat the LARP, we gotta lean into the LARP. That's also Jägermeister. I would kill for some Jägermeister right now. It might bring me down to their level so I can actually divine any sort of meaning from these people. Greetings, Miss Ingrid. You know, where I'm from, bars tend to be havens of secrets and rumors. I suspect that this one is no different.
Oh, yes, detective. Vaudeville is quite the mysterious place, isn't it? But don't worry, I'll do my best to keep you entertained with stories from the stage. You wouldn't believe the secrets and rumors we dancers hear backstage. It's like a whole different world behind those curtains. But hey, secrets can be thrilling, can't they? It adds a bit of spice to life. So, what kind of rumors are you interested in? The scandalous love affairs or maybe the mysterious disappearances?
Let's trim the fat toots. I'm Detective Martini from the Unreasonable Incidents Unit. I'm here investigating the murder of 3 individuals.
Well, Detective Martini, you certainly know how to make an entrance. The murder of 3 individuals. That's truly tragic and unsettling. I can't even imagine what their families must be going through. But don't you worry, I'll do my part to help you solve this mystery. After all, I've got a knack for uncovering hidden truths.
I'll leave the morning to the whalers, Miss Ingrid. Currently I'm investigating the murders of Haley Greenwood, Maria Jansen, and Nicola Grossman. Those names ring a bell to you?
Oh, Haley, Maria, and Nicola. Those names, they strike a chord in my heart. Haley Greenwood was a dear friend of mine, you see. We danced together, shared dreams and aspirations.
Fuck, we're getting close to something,
It breaks my heart
okay?
to think that she's no longer with us. As for Maria and Nicola, I may not have known them personally, but we're all part of this tight-knit community. Like a family of performers. Their loss is deeply felt, Detective.
Okay, we gotta write that down. Haley Greenwood is good friends with Ingrid. She also danced with Marina H. Okay. We know fucking nothing about Maria Jansen or Nicola Grossman. We're gonna have to go back to talk to Chief Gretzky at some point. He's probably got more information for us. You say she was a good friend of yours, is that correct? Oh, god damn it, don't do this now.
Detective Martini, my friend, it's true. Haley and I were more than just fellow dancers. We were like peas in a pod, partners in crime, and confidantes. We would share our hopes, fears, and even our wildest dance moves. She was always there to lift my spirits when I needed it the most. We had some unforgettable moments, both on and off the stage. She was a true treasure, Detective Martini. I miss her dearly.
I'm deeply sorry for your loss, Ingrid. Truly, it does pain me. However, I need to get to the bottom of this case. Did Haley have any enemies? Anybody else who may want her out of the picture?
Thank you, Detective Martini, for your kind words. It means a lot to me. As for enemies, well, in the world of performers, there's bound to be a bit of drama and rivalry. But enemies, that's a strong word. You see, we all have dreams and ambitions, and sometimes those dreams can clash. But at the end of the day, we're like a big, dysfunctional family. We support each other, cheer each other on, and yes, occasionally step on each other's toes.
You know Marina H. She implied that her and Haley Greenwood...
Now, Detective Martini, you stumbled upon a little secret, haven't you? Well, let me clarify things for you. Haley and Marina, they were like 2 peas in a pod. They had this special bond, an unbreakable connection. They would spend hours chatting, laughing, and supporting each other's dreams. It was a beautiful friendship, filled with love and understanding. They were like the stars in a duet, dancing harmoniously across the stage of life. It's something truly magical to witness.
I ask if Haley had any rivals or enemies because she was killed with a stiletto shoe. My inclination leads me to believe, perhaps by a fellow dancer.
Oh, do tell, Detective. I'm all ears and ready for some good old-fashioned sleuthing excitement.
Yes, as I was saying, my inclination leads me to believe, perhaps by a fellow dancer.
Yeah, a fellow dancer, you say. Now that's an interesting twist. It's like a plot straight out of a dramatic ballet. The prima ballerina turned femme fatale, a tale of envy and rivalry. Oh, the stage would be set ablaze with passion and intrigue. But of course, this is just speculation, right, detective? After all, we dancers may have our occasional disagreements, but we're like a big family. We support each other through thick and thin.
You'd be surprised how often such sentiments fall apart under scrutiny in my line of work, Ingrid.
Oh, I'm sure you're quite the expert in unraveling secrets and uncovering the truth. Detective Martini, your line of work must be fascinating. Just like a skilled choreographer, you meticulously piece together the fragments of evidence to create a captivating story. I must admit, I find your dedication and tenacity quite admirable. And who knows, maybe you'll uncover a hidden gem in the world of dance. Just remember, behind every twirl and pirouette, there's a story waiting to be told.
Yes, I'm quite sure, Dollface. May we discuss any of the other victims here? Perhaps you know something about them.
Oh, absolutely, my dear detective. Let's dive into the lives of the other victims, shall we?
Maria Jansen. Does that name ring any bells to you?
Yeah, the enigmatic Maria Jansen. While I can't provide you with specific details about her, I can tell you this: her presence was felt in the heart of our vaudeville community. She had a way of captivating audiences with her grace and talent. I remember hearing her melodious laughter backstage, like a lilting melody that echoed through the corridors. It's a tragedy to think that such a light has been extinguished.
She was a wealthy socialite, if I'm not mistaken. Is that correct?
Oh, Detective Martini, you always manage to surprise me with your knowledge. Yes, indeed, Maria Jansen was known to have a taste for the finer things in life. A wealthy socialite, you say? Well, that just adds another layer of intrigue to the story, doesn't it? It's like a glittering ballroom filled with secrets and hidden desires.
Okay, we absolutely need to stop her before she goes off on a tangent. Forgive me, I was referring to the other police officers working on this case. Do you know anybody who may have been in Maria Jansen's circle? Someone I might be able to talk to glean a bit of information on her untimely passing?
Oh, silly me. I got carried away with the excitement of our partnership, didn't I? My apologies, Detective Martini. As for Maria Jansen's circle, Let me think. Well, there is one person who might have some insights. His name is Victor Hawthorne, a charismatic musician who often played at the same venues as Maria. He has a way with words and a knack for uncovering secrets. You might find him at the Melody Lounge, sharing stories and melodies with the crowd.
Okay, I don't know if this is real or if this is LARP, because she seems to think Maria Jansen was a singer or a performer of some kind. The Melody Lounge. Could you perhaps point me in the direction of that establishment? I'm not familiar with the town.
Oh, my dear detective, I would love to whisk you away to the magical world of music and melody. But alas, I'm afraid I can't provide you with an exact address. However, fear not. Just ask any friendly passerby in Vaudeville, and they'll surely point you in the right direction. Picture a place filled with smooth jazz, vibrant colors, and a hint of mystery in the air.
I don't know if friendly passerbyers are what the intro cinematic exactly has led me to believe I'd be encountering here. Well, this was somewhat helpful, I think. Unless she was just speaking absolute nonsense. Alright, Marina, no more tricks. I know you and Haley Greenwood were fellow dancers.
Fellow dancers, you say? Oh, how the lines blur between reality and illusion in this
No,
theater
no, not again, not again. Ah, greetings again, Marina. I have more details of the case to discuss with you. Jesus Christ, man. Is this how we're gonna do stuff now? I will say, trying to get GPT 3.5 on a coherent narrative is like trying to herd fucking cats. Like, it does not surprise me that this game is as difficult as it is. It also has a tendency to wax poetic.
A familiar face returns to the Theater of Secrets. Welcome back, dear visitor. What whispers of intrigue have you brought with you today? The shadows grow deeper, the mystery thickens.
Enough of that, Marina. I'm here to talk to you about Haley Greenwood.
Haley Greenwood, a name that echoes through the hallowed halls of the Cabane Violet. A performance cut short, a tragedy etched in the minds of those who remain.
Yes, quite. I am to understand she was a fellow dancer here at the Cabane Violet. Were you perhaps friends with her?
Friends, acquaintances, the lines blur in the world of Vaudeville, where masks are worn and secrets are kept. In the dance of performers, connections are forged, but how deep they run, only the stage knows.
You see, that's funny because I just got done speaking with Ingrid, and she said that you two were very good friends.
Oh, Detective Martini, how fascinating it is to see the web of whispers intertwine. Friendships, alliances, and hidden depths. They are the currency of this theatrical realm. But remember, my dear, sometimes the truth dances in the shadows, waiting to be revealed in its own time. Shall we continue our little investigation, or shall we let the enigma linger a while longer?
Ma'am, I am an officer of the law. Please do not wax poetic to me.
Apologies, officer of the law, for my poetic musings. The stage has a way of captivating the soul and leading one down unexpected paths.
So, Haley Greenwood, did she have any enemies, any close friends, anyone in her social circle who I may speak to get a clearer picture of her passing?
Enemies and close friends, Detective Martini, they are but fragments of a larger tapestry. In the realm of Vaudeville, where masks are worn and illusions reign, the social circle can be as intricate as a spider's web. Seek those who knew her well, those who shared the spotlight, and let their voices guide you through the labyrinth of a passing.
And pray tell, Miss Marina, who might have known her well?
Oh, the dancers of the Cabane Violet, they hold secrets in their hearts like delicate butterflies in a gilded cage. Look to the ones who twirled across the stage with her, their eyes reflecting the same limelight.
So, following that logic, I'd perhaps speak to you.
Detective Martini, how intriguing your deduction is. But remember, like a veil of smoke, the truth can be fleeting. I am but a performer, a dancer of shadows and illusions.
Yeah, and I think you've been veiling some smoke if you catch my drift. Look, did you have a close relationship with Marina or not? Please don't go on another tangent.
Close relationships, my inquisitive friend, are but wisps of mist that dance on the edge of perception.
They really are not, Marina, and I would appreciate a straightforward answer from you.
Detective Martini, the pursuit of truth is a tantalizing waltz, isn't it? The steps may be intricate, the rhythm ever-changing. But fear not, for the answer you yearn for lies within the labyrinth of this enigma. Seek the echoes of our performances, the echoes that linger in the hearts of those who watched.
Are there any high-profile guests of the Cabane Violet who I may wish to speak to learn more about Haley Greenwood's untimely passing?
High-profile guests, dear investigator, they wander through the halls of the Cabane Violet like phantoms in the night. Their presence, like stars in a moonless sky, leaves a trail of intrigue and whispers. But remember, their secrets may be as elusive as a shadow slipping through your fingers. Explore the hidden corners of this realm, and the threads of the mystery may reveal themselves to you.
Jesus Christ, woman, I feel like I'm taking crazy pills here. Who comes to this show? Who watches this? Is there anybody I should know?
Detective Martini, your frustration is palpable, like a tempest in a teacup. But fear not, for the world of vaudeville holds its fair share of enigmatic figures. Look beyond the velvet curtains, beyond the smoky haze, and you may catch glimpses of those who hold the key to the puzzle.
Name one of them. Just one, please.
Ah, the joy of a riddle, a whisper in the night. One name, you ask? Let me conjure an answer from the depths of this mysterious realm. Listen closely, for the name that dances on my lips is Monsieur Noir. A figure shrouded in intrigue, with secrets as deep as the darkest night. Approach him with caution, for he may guide you towards the truth or lead you astray into the labyrinth of illusions.
Okay, Monsieur Noir.
Monsieur Noir, a shadow in the moonlight, a phantom lurking in the corners of this ethereal world. His presence is like a veil, concealing both wisdom and deceit. Seek him out, Detective Martini, but be prepared for the dance of words and the enigma of his gaze. In his whispers, you may find fragments of the puzzle that will bring you closer to unraveling the mysteries of vaudeville.
Okay, I'm just gonna come out here and say this. Did you kill Haley Greenwood?
Ah, the question of life and death, a delicate waltz on the edge of the abyss. But fear not, dear investigator, for the answer lies hidden within the folds of this grand performance. The truth, like a hidden gem, awaits its moment to be revealed. Dance with the shadows, embrace the unknown, and perhaps, in the depths of this mysterious realm, you shall find the answer you seek.
Marina, please. Can you talk like a regular person?
No, my dear investigator, your persistence is as captivating as a moonlit masquerade. But Detective Martini, your request is as intriguing as a riddle whispered in the wind.
And your responses are as aggravating as a splinter under my toenail. Look, did you kill this lady? Was she a rival of yours? You want to get ahead in the dance world? It's fine, I get it. This shit happens.
No, dear investigator, your assumptions tangle upon the stage of speculation. But fear not, for I bear no ill will towards my fellow performers. The realm of burlesque is a tapestry woven with camaraderie, not rivalry. We dancers, like the petals of a blooming flower, each bring our unique essence to this grand performance.
The fact that Haley Greenwood is literally dead and was killed with the high heel shoe would, cast some doubt onto that sentiment.
Detective Martini, the dance of suspicion weaves its intricate steps. But remember, in this theater of shadows, not everything is as it seems. The truth, like a fleeting wisp of smoke, may slip through your grasp if you approach it with certainty. Embrace the enigma, let curiosity be your guiding star, and perhaps the secrets of Haley Greenwood's demise will reveal themselves in due time.
Madam, if I may ask you, are there lead pipes being used in this town? That would explain so much.
Lead pipes, you say? A curious notion, like a whisper carried by the wind. In the realm of vaudeville, where reality and illusion intertwine, one can never be certain of the tools employed by fate.
Reality and illusion intertwining is one of the symptoms of lead exposure, ma'am. I think you need to call a plumber.
Detective Martini, your words dance upon the precipice of revelation. Like a veil lifted by the hands of destiny, the threads of truth begin to unravel. But remember, in this ethereal landscape, appearances can deceive. Behind the curtain of perception, secrets and mysteries entwine, creating a tapestry of intrigue. The plumber you speak of may hold the key, or perhaps it is the dance itself that shall guide us to the heart of the matter. Embrace the enigma, my friend, and let the rhythm of the unknown guide your steps.
Guys, this is no help. Whatsoever. This is absolutely no help. Look at my notes, I have fucking nothing here. I think I know how to conclude this. Gretzky, I've got a rather unfortunate conclusion that I've come to, and I think it's pressing that you hear about this.
Very well, Detective. If it's pressing enough to pique your interest, then I suppose I can spare a moment to hear you out. But do make it quick, for my patience wears thin like an overused trapeze rope. What is it that demands my attention? What shocking revelation or intriguing detail has crossed your path? Pray, enlighten me with your words.
I think this whole town has a serious case of lead poisoning. Everyone here talks like they're straight out of the goddamn loony bin.
Lead poisoning, you say? Well, that's a novel theory, my dear detective. But let me assure you, the only poison that seems to have infected this town is a potent concoction of melodrama and eccentricity. Vaudeville has always attracted the peculiar and the whimsical, like a magnet for the outlandish and the extraordinary.
Yeah, that's certainly one way of putting it, Chief, but I'm being dead-ass with you, okay? I got done talking with Marina H., and she did not give me a single straight answer. She waxed poetic the entire time, talking about the dance of this and that and intrigue, and at one point she just suggested the plumber I recommended would hold the key to the mystery.
I apologize, I cannot to answer that.
That is precisely the problem I am alluding to here, Chief Gretzky.
Yeah, Detective Martini, you have a sharp eye for the absurdity that permeates our beloved little town. Indeed, the denizens of Vaudeville have a knack for turning the ordinary into the outrageous. But let me tell you, it's not all fun and games.
As I have come to understand, Chief. Look, let me tell you, I have not been able to get a single thing out of anybody I have spoken to except for Ingrid, who seems like a nice lady, with a poor understanding of reality.
Well, isn't that just a delightful turn of events? It seems like we're swimming in a sea of silence, surrounded by individuals who have chosen to keep their lips sealed tighter than a magician's trick box. Oh, Ingrid, you say? A nice lady with a poor understanding of reality. Well, isn't that just the cherry on top of this baffling cake? But worry not, my astute investigator. We shall find a way to crack this enigmatic facade.
I can only hope so, Chief Gretzky. I, however, am going to be taking my leave and retiring to my hotel room for the evening.
Retirement to the hotel room, the sanctuary of solitude and respite. A wise choice, Detective Martini. Rest your weary mind and let the mysteries marinate in the depths of your subconscious. But remember, even in the quiet solitude of your room, the wheels of investigation never truly stop turning. So, sleep tight, my diligent detective, for tomorrow is another day filled with intrigue and discoveries. Until we meet again, may your dreams be filled with clues and your waking moments be filled with purpose.
You guys, everyone in this town is fucking psychotic. I'm not even kidding. Constable, I have some questions for you.
Greetings, Detective Martini. Welcome to the fine city of Vaudeville. We're, thrilled to have you here to lend a helping hand in these troubling times.
So, I have currently spoken to Ingrid, Monsieur Saxabar, and Marina H. Is there anybody else in town who may know something about this case that I could speak to?
Well, you know, there's always more than meets the eye, they say. In a small town like ours, everyone knows everyone, like peas in a pod. But, you know, sometimes it's like looking for a needle in a haystack to find someone who might have some information.
He's doing
It's like
it right, that's
searching
my
for a
boy.
diamond in the rough, you know.
Less so.
But I reckon there might be a few folks around town who could shed some light on this case. There's old Mr. Jenkins, the town gossip.
This is LARP. I swear to God, this is LARP. Old Mr. Jenkins, you say? Where might I find him?
Yeah, you're asking about Mr. Jenkins. He's, quite a character, let me tell you. He's as chatty as a parrot and as nosy as a squirrel. You can usually find him at the local cafe, sipping his coffee and spinning tales like a spider weaves its web.
Could you perhaps mark that on my map? I am not from town. I don't know where that is.
Sure thing, detective. I'll, put a pin in it for you. Let's see. The cafe is, like, a stone's throw away from the town square. It's as easy as pie to find, really. Just follow the yellow brick road. I mean, the main street, and you'll spot it in no time. It's like a bullseye on a target. Happy
Sir, this is
hunting,
LARP.
detective.
This is absolute LARP. I can't do anything with this, sir.
Yeah, I understand. I really do. I, don't want to be a thorn in your side or a fly in the ointment. I'll try my best to, you know, keep my feet on the ground and my head out of the clouds.
I'm gonna stick a fly in your ointment if you catch my drift. Give me something to work with.
Give you something to work with, eh? Well, let me put on my thinking cap and, you know, rack my brain for a moment. It's like searching for a needle in a haystack, but don't worry, detective, where there's a will, there's a way. So, there's this person, Dada in the Blackwoods. Some say he's got a sixth sense, like a cat with 9 lives. Might be worth a shot to have a chat with him. It's like killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Be that as it may or may not, tell me more about this Dada figure in the Black Woods. Could you perhaps point me in his direction?
Oh, about that figure in the Blackwoods. You see, I've heard the name before, like a broken record. But, I must confess, I don't have the foggiest idea of its exact location. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack, you know?
That's enough of that. Chief Gretzky, I've been speaking with, the constable, and he mentioned something about the Black Woods.
The Black Woods, you say. Now that's a name that sends a shiver down my old, tired spine. The Black Woods, my dear detective, is a place of mystery and whispers, where the shadows dance and secrets lurk. It's said to be a realm untouched by time, where trees grow twisted and the air is thick with an otherworldly presence. But be warned, venturing into those dark woods is not for the faint of heart.
Look, I didn't ask for your latest manuscript, sir. I just want to know where the Black Woods are and where I might find Dada.
Yeah, my apologies for my long-winded tendencies, Detective Martini. I tend to get carried away with my words at times. The Black Woods, as I was saying, can be found in the southern outskirts of Vaudeville.
No. Look, maybe this fucking crazy person will have a straight answer for me. Are you okay there?
Greetings, stranger. Welcome to the peace of the Blackwoods. I am but a humble guardian of this sacred forest. How may I assist you on this fine day?
So, I won't mince words here. 3 people have been murdered and I'm looking for leads. You think you can help?
The dark veil of tragedy has fallen upon our beloved Vaudeville, has it not? 3 lives extinguished, like stars vanishing from the night sky. A summer melody, indeed. But fear not, dear detective, for I am here to illuminate the path before you.
Yes, I can only hope so. You see, I'm looking for information about 3 individuals. 1 Maria Jansen, 1 Haley Greenwood, and 1 Nicola Grossman.
Maria Jansen, Haley Greenwood, and Nicholas Grossman, you say. Names carried by the wind, whispers in the shadows. Allow me to weave a tale for you, Detective Martini.
I'd really prefer that you didn't. I'm looking for facts. Maria Jansen, does that name ring a bell to you?
Yeah, the labyrinth of memory, a mysterious realm where names and faces dance like ethereal specters. Maria Jansen, you ask. A name that echoes faintly in the recesses of my mind. But alas, it is but another thread in the intricate tapestry of forgotten tales. The winds of time have whisked away the details, leaving only fragments of a distant past.
I ask because it seems she was mauled to death, probably by an animal of some kind. And short of Monsieur Saxabar's circus, I figured this would be the only place where one could find such a beast.
A beast. Oh, how the mysteries of the Blackwoods unfold. Animals, both gentle and fierce, roam these ancient woods. But fear not, for they are not the guardians of chaos, but rather the keepers of balance. While the circus holds its own wonders and marvels, the secrets you seek may lie beyond the spotlight's glare. Seek not just within the known, but venture into the depths of the unknown. Detective Martini. Therein lies the true essence of discovery.
The unknown, you say? Well, you want to know what I don't know? Is how you managed to survive with that absolutely freakish appearance of yours. You look like Roger from American Dad if you got a little bit too friendly with the meth addicts, okay?
Oh, my dear detective, appearances can be as deceptive as the fluttering wings of a butterfly. Like the trees that sway in harmony with the wind, my outer shell may be weathered and unconventional. But it is the wisdom that resides within that truly matters. Beauty, my friend, is but an ephemeral illusion. It is the light that emanates from our souls that truly illuminates the world.
I'm trying to stop this conversation, but she's refusing. She wants to keep yapping, alright? Haley Greenwood, is that a name that's familiar to you?
Yeah, Haley Greenwood, another name whispered in the winds of destiny. Let me consult the whispers of the Blackwoods, for they hold secrets even I may not be privy to. Yes, Haley Greenwood, like the vibrant petals of the forest flowers, her presence once graced these woods. A gemmal soul, lost in the web of time. But fear not, for her essence lingers still, intertwined with the very fabric of the Blackwoods. Seek the footprints she left behind, Detective Martini, and perhaps you shall find the answers you seek.
Nicola Grossman. I hear he was quite the investor. Do you know anything about him?
Nicola Grossman, the investor, you say. Oh, the mysteries of wealth and prosperity, woven into the tapestry of life. Like the roots of an ancient tree, his endeavors must have dug deep into the soil of ambition. But remember, my dear detective, that wealth is but fleeting, like the silver moonlight that dances upon the leaves.
And so is my patience, madam, so am I to take that you didn't know Nicola Grossman?
Ah, patience, the gentle companion that guides our steps through the labyrinth of life. I apologize if my knowledge falls short, for even the wisest among us have their limitations.
Clearly.
Oh, my dear detective, clarity is often elusive, like the fleeting rays of sunlight dappling through the dense canopy of the Blackwoods.
Yes, and I sure hope the wolves don't find you tonight, madam. You have a good night, and please, just go home.
Yeah, the wolves, my wild companions of the night. Fear not, for they are but guardians of the moonlit forest, keeping watch over its secrets.
That's certainly one way of thinking about it. Well, guys, this episode has run quite a bit long. We're currently sitting at 2 hours. I'm gonna have to cut this down and edit it. In any case, thank you for watching. Let me know if you want to see more Vaudeville. Wherever you go and whatever you do, I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.